All right, so let's go ahead and see what this woman has to say about the main reason why men get cheated on. I've seen her clip probably like once, and she did say something that was pretty based. So let's see what she has to say. Why men get cheated on. I'll break down and go deep into it, and let's go ahead and watch this.
In all the men that I've seen that get cheated on, it's never, ever the guy is a bad man, he's unattractive, he's broke. It's never that. It's simply he's a people pleaser. It is that simple. The men that get cheated on, they're never, ever unattractive. They're never broke. They're simply a people pleaser. And what I mean by a people pleaser is they don't have an opinion on her behavior. They'll allow her to do whatever she wants, behave however she wants, just happy wife, happy life. And the more they do that,
but the boundaries aren't set.
The boundaries disappear. And as a result, the unfaithfulness is you're fast tracking her towards unfaithfulness, because women look for a protective quality. They might label it toxic, they might say they don't like it, but they still like to feel like you have some radar of her behavior. Her ability to manipulate you, her ability for you to just bend over and allow everything, means that she loses attraction and she outsources it. And if she stays with you after cheating, you're her free accommodation.
That is facts. That is facts. Let's go ahead and rewatch that one more time. Hold on. She said some real shit.
All the men that I've seen that get cheated on, it's never, ever the guy is a bad man, he's unattractive, he's broke. It's never that. It's simply he's a people pleaser. It is that simple. The men that get cheated on, they're never, ever unattractive. They're never broke. They're simply a people pleaser. And what I mean by a people pleaser is they don't have an opinion on her behavior. They'll allow her to do whatever she wants, behave however she wants, just happy wife, happy life. And the more they do that,
but the boundaries aren't set.
The boundaries disappear. And
so speaking about boundaries, think about this.
In all the men that I've seen that...
Think about this, okay? When we're talking about boundaries, having boundaries in a relationship, it's not to be controlling, okay? Because think about this. Think about boundaries as there's just this plain field and you have the boundary around it as just simply a circle. And you say, hey, listen, if you stay within this boundaries, you get $1 million. If I tell you that, right? I tell you, hey, listen, if you stay within this circle right here, these are the rules. And guess what? If you stay in it, you win the prize. But if you walk out, there's no fence, there's no barbed wire, there's no electric shock going to happen. The moment you walk out and you walk over these boundaries, you can't come back in. So the prize is within you staying within these boundaries. You see this circle right here? The circle is what you need to stay within to win the prize. You can look outside. Everything outside of this circle, you could still see it. You could still see everything. You don't have no fence. You don't have no barbed wire. You don't have nothing stopping you from going over there. It's all on you. But these are the rules. You can't do this. This is not accepted. This and this and this. And it's your choice. Think about that. That's boundaries. And that's what she just said. She said that women might say that they might call it toxic, but they like that. And they do, because they like a man who has self-respect. When you are a man who has self-respect, you have boundaries. Meaning, when you have boundaries, what does that say to the woman? That says, listen, I'm the type of man who I will get what I want, and I will be respected. And if you aren't going to be the one to do that, no problem. I will find someone who will. But the rules don't change. The boundaries don't change. And what you need to understand about that is when you have no boundaries, she feels like you have no self-respect. You have no self-respect because you don't have any sort of boundary. Like, hey, listen, there's no value to you. There's no value because when you're valuable, you're protecting yourself. You're saying, hey, listen, I'm valuable. And if you don't respect it and you want to cross all these boundaries, all these things that I don't find appealing in a woman who is mine, then guess what? I value myself enough, even if you don't see the value, to go ahead and find someone who will value me. Because it's better to be alone than to be with someone who doesn't value you. Because if you don't value yourself, If she doesn't value yourself, then there's two people who don't value you, because it's her, and you staying with her means that you don't value yourself. So if you leave her and you let her go because she's crossing boundaries, then guess what? You are the only person who respects yourself, but at least you didn't lose your self-respect. Even if you're the only person who respects yourself, even if you're the only person who has some type of self-love, that's okay. As long as you're not getting disrespected, as long as you're not tolerating women crossing your boundaries. Because just like I said, the problem with a lot of guys is they either have no boundaries or the second one. The second one is where they're going to tell you that you're controlling, because truly it is pretty controlling. Boundaries is not, think about boundaries the way that I told you. The way that I told you, that's boundaries. Meaning they have the choice. They have free will, free range. They can go all around this circle. There's enough space. The prize is in there. But guess what? There's rules to being in that space. And there's rules when you walk out of that. And if you see all the shiny things out here and you decide to cross over there, that's cool. You better enjoy it over there though. Because over here in this circle, you're not coming back. Never again. Okay? This is what you have to understand, because when you have the idea of boundaries being something like barbed wire, like a prison almost, like they don't have a choice, that's when you're controlling. When you tell them you have to have your location on all the time. Listen, you have to have your location on all the time. You have to show me all of your texts. You have to do this. You have to do that. You have to. You see the difference? You have to do this. So you're not giving them a choice. So you're controlling them. Instead of setting a boundary, meaning you let them know, you communicate what you want out of the relationship. You communicate what it is that you expect. Okay, so listen. This is why you shouldn't go to a woman for a relationship. You should let her come to you. Because when she comes to you, you set the boundaries. And you can still do it the other way around, but honestly, you're going into her world and asking her, can she please be your girlfriend? And she has the power. If you're going and asking her, she has the power. Because clearly she doesn't need you as much as you need her. Because you're asking her for the relationship. So you have less leverage to set boundaries. Because if you're asking her for a relationship, then how are you going to assert your boundaries and say, listen, these are my boundaries? Because then you're going to be afraid that she's going to tell you no, right? Because you're asking. But if she comes to you, she's asking you. And that's when you let her know your boundaries. You should have a list of boundaries. Every man should have a list of boundaries. Number one on the list, no male friends. And like I said, she's coming to you and you're letting her know these are the boundaries. You're just communicating it. You're not controlling her, because like I said, she has the free will to leave. Listen, she comes on in, asks you for a relationship. Okay, this is what I expect out of a woman who I am committed to, or a woman who expects to be with me and be called my girlfriend. This is what I expect. I expect no male friends. I expect no partying and clubbing. No social media posts showing your ass. And honestly, I wouldn't even make that one a boundary, because guess what? Let me tell you this. If a woman, let me put it this way. Give a woman enough rope and let her do what she wants with it. If she chooses to make a noose out of that rope and hang herself with it, then great. You know who she is. Because it's better to see what she's going to do. If a woman respects you enough, she's not going to be posting pictures of her ass on Instagram. So it's better to not even set that one as a boundary, because let her do it. Let's see what she does. If she does, that's a walking red flag, and there's nothing she can tell you. If you let that gaslighting get to you, you're just dumb, because there's no reason why your woman should be posting her ass online other than the reason that she wants the attention of other men. But like I was saying, the boundaries such as no partying and clubbing, your woman should not be leaving out at 2 in the morning to a club to get donkey fucked after, turn off her phone, and act like her phone died while she's getting her cheeks demolished, and you're sitting here at home in a relationship, but you don't have no boundaries. No, hell no. Your woman should not be going out with male friends and telling you, oh, no, you're just insecure. No, they're just my friends. She knows in the back of her head that they want to pound them cheeks. What man doesn't? If your woman's attractive, if she looks like she's 600 pounds, then maybe I would believe her. I'd say, okay, baby, you're right. You're ugly as shit. No guy wants to fuck you. They are just your friends. I agree. Have those male friends. But if your woman is attractive and you know that other guys find her attractive, don't kid yourself to sit there and listen to the bullshit that she's about to spew into your ear. Have some self-respect, have a spine, and have an opinion enough to say, that's bullshit. You know they want to fuck you. And a woman who's going to be real with you, she knows. And she's going to be okay with it. Any woman who tries to sit there and gaslight you is simply just trying to manipulate you. And that should be the red flag right there. And you know what to do from there. But any woman who has to have male friends, she doesn't value you. Because that's why it has to be a boundary from the start. Because if not, you're going to get into this relationship. She's going to be out hanging out with her male friends who you know want to donkey fuck her. She's basically going out on dates with other guys while you're sitting here at home looking stupid. She's over here going on little fun dinner dates. What's the difference? What's the difference with you and her hanging out, right? You want to fuck her. She wants to fuck you. Okay, and you guys are hanging out. Oh, yeah, nice. Boyfriend and girlfriend. Meanwhile, she's over here hanging out with her guy friends who want to fuck her as well. And guess what? Just because she's not letting them, it's basically a fucking date. So don't fall for the okie doke of, oh, yeah, I'm a real man. I let my woman have friends. Fuck that. Listen, if you want to go down that rabbit hole, you go ahead. But don't be surprised when you catch your girl with a dick in her mouth. And I'm not saying that if you have boundaries, you can't get cheated on. Because guess what? Women are trifling and they will cheat on you. So it doesn't make you less of a man if you get cheated on. It matters how you handle it. If you get cheated on and you stay, you're a sucker. If you get cheated on and you kick that bitch out, shit, respect, no worries. You probably made a mistake somewhere along the way, or she just wanted to be trifling. So understand this. Set the boundaries from the very beginning and let her know very clearly. As she said, let's listen to it one more time.
I get cheated on, it's never, ever the guy is a bad man, he's unattractive, he's broke. It's never that. It's simply he's a people pleaser.
People pleaser, what does that mean? People pleaser means you're not going to value what is best for you because you're afraid that it might make them mad in some way. So you will disrespect yourself to respect someone else. You will be at peace with the world, but at war with yourself. It's better to be at peace with yourself and at war with the world than to be sitting here in a mental battle, because that's what's going to happen when you don't set boundaries and you're trying to be a people pleaser and she tells you, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my male friends. And you're like, okay, baby. And you know, deep down inside, it angers you. Deep down inside, you don't like it. Deep down inside, you know that's not very respectful, but you take it. Why? Because you're a people pleaser. Instead of setting your foot down and being the man that she truly wants, the man who will stand up for himself, the man who will let her know and put her in her place and say, hey, listen, that's not cool around here. And if that's what you want to do, like I said, the boundary circle, there's nothing stopping you. You can go ahead and go on over, but you're not coming back. But guys lack that. Guys lack the self-respect to say what they mean and mean what they say. They say, if you do that, you're not coming back. And a couple weeks later, they take her back. You lack self-respect. Self-respect is, listen, I'm going to give you this warning. This is the warning, okay? This is the warning. Just like in prison, they have a sign on the wall that says in the high max, they have a sign on the wall, no warning shots. You think if some inmates start stabbing each other up, they're going to be like, hey guys, we said no warning shots. No, it says no warning shots on the wall. They're going to pop your ass. So it's the same thing. You got to say what you mean and mean what you say. If you say, hey, listen, no male friends, and she goes ahead and does it anyways, and you told her she's not coming back, then guess what? You got to stand on that. You can't be a people pleaser. Even if it hurts you in some way. At the end, it's not going to hurt you because you still have your self-respect. You don't have your self-respect when you tell her you're going to do something and you tell yourself you're going to do something. But then when the time comes, you choose pleasing her instead of pleasing yourself. Because you're afraid of what? Of missing her? But you're not afraid of losing your own self-respect? See, this is coming from a woman's mouth. She literally said, they find it toxic, but what did she say?
It is that simple. The men that get cheated on, they're never, ever unattractive. They're never broke. They're simply a people pleaser. And what I mean by a people pleaser is they don't have an opinion on her behavior. They'll allow her to do whatever she wants.
Exactly. They don't have an opinion on her behavior. Meaning if she walks outside of the house with her titties halfway out, with her ass literally halfway out of the shorts, no panties on, and you're just like, oh yeah, no opinion. But deep down inside, you're like, what the fuck? Why is she displaying what's mine to the world? And then you ask her something about it and she says, oh, this is just modern feminism. Oh, I can't believe you're being this controlling. No, what the fuck? You want me to be in a relationship with you and you're going to be walking out of the house like this? No, that's not what I expect out of my girlfriend. If that's what you want to do, cool, go ahead and do it. I'm all for it. But go be single. Go be single. You're not going to be my girlfriend walking out of the house displaying your titties and your ass to the whole world. Why do you want the attention of other men so bad? Because she's not wearing all that for herself. She's wearing that to try to attract other men. That's the truth. That's the cold, hard truth. Any woman that gets on here, and if a woman is real, she's going to agree with me. But if a woman is going to get on here and say, oh, no, that's not true, she's lying to herself. And most importantly, she's lying to you. Because that's exactly what it is. But that's what it is. She says you need to have an opinion, and that's the truth. This is my opinion, and this is what women want. Women want a man with an opinion. Women don't want a man who doesn't have an opinion and is just non-opinionated, just goes with the flow, whatever she wants to do. Oh, you want to go out and hang out with your guy friends at a party at 2 a.m.? Oh, okay, sure, baby, no problem. Well, as long as you're happy, as long as he dicks you down right, all right, babe, no problem. That's not what they want.
Behave however she wants, just happy wife, happy life. And the more they do that,
but the boundaries aren't
the
set.
boundaries disappear, and as a result, the unfaithfulness is you're fast tracking her towards unfaithfulness, because
she starts to lose respect for you. She's like, this guy has no self-respect. This guy doesn't have no boundaries, meaning he knows he's not valuable in any way. Because if he was valuable, guess what? There would be rules. A job, what do? They give you rules when you come on in there. They don't just tell you do whatever you want. They give you rules. They give you a set of rules. Hey, listen, this is what you got to do. This is the dress code. If you don't want it, cool, you can leave. But if you do, then this is what you have to abide by. Otherwise, you can go peacefully and they'll bring in someone else to do the job.
And look for a protective quality. They might label it toxic, they might say they don't like it, but they still like to feel like you have some radar of her behavior, her ability to manipulate you, her ability for you to just bend over and allow everything.
Yeah, exactly. She doesn't want you to be so easily manipulated. She wants you to be strong. Because when you're so easily manipulated and she's cheating on you and she tells you what you want to hear, and you just think with your emotions and you say, oh, okay, I guess I'm wrong. It's okay. Yeah, I know I caught her at 1 a.m. with her coworker in the parking lot. But she says she wasn't doing anything. She says they were just talking. Okay, yeah. No, No. Don't believe that bullshit, bro.
Means that she loses attraction and she outsources it. And if she stays with you after cheating, you're her free accommodation.
Free accommodation. There you have it, boys. Set some boundaries for yourself. Have some self-respect. And don't be doing this goofy ass shit. Not having an opinion. Take a woman back who cheat on you. Say what you mean and mean what you say, all right? That's the video for today. Like the video, comment down below, and subscribe. If you guys like this style of content, let me know down in the comments. I haven't been recording on my phone like the OG days. I've been trying out this camera setup, and if you guys like it, let me know. If you guys like the phone better, let me know, and I'll switch on over to it, all right? Peace out, guys.